Hello, hello. Welcome back. We're going to be doing a little different video here. It's my third video. We're going to be ranking all the cities in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just my opinion. Remember that. Also, don't get super upset if you see it. If my 4 subscribers would get upset, please don't. It's just going to be, like I said, it's just my opinion. I'm just going to be basing it on all the cities with like the little black dot where you can see a description of them. That's what I'm going to be basing it on, and only the things in the game, kind of like how much there is to do, how good the city looks, things like that. And if you ever really go back there. So let's get into it then. Number 11, we have Armadillo, city in the middle of the desert, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not very good. Everyone in the city kind of has cholera, so that's not good. And as soon as I show up here, some guy's dead. So that's interesting. And you go into the saloon, it's empty, pretty much. Kind of depressing. I don't know what happened in 4 years before Red Dead Redemption 1 happened to make it look like that. And there's just like some burning stuff constantly. It's super hot. And here's the general store, and when I came here before, actually, it was closed. The guy got cholera or something, and as soon as you show up, the sheriff leaves, and you can kind of loot his drawers as I did. But yeah, it's overrun with the gang. And at number 10, we have the Van Horn Trading Post, which is in the middle of Annesburg and Saint Denis. It says the gang, it's hive for outlaws and criminals, and as soon as you show, and if you go to the mail station for the fish or whatnot, the guy even says like, oh, Van Horn hasn't scared you off yet. And there is a fence which can be useful, but I don't know why you would go to this one over to the one in Saint Denis or Emerald Ranch. And there's some little back alleys here. It's kind of cool. It's the first time that I've seen him. Like I said, I don't really go here much because there's so much to do. And here's the saloon. And as you can see, as soon as I walk in, I get mugged by this guy. So I gotta chase him down. They said it's all criminals here, and he takes $600. That's a lot of money. And so had to chase him down. And I take the money and I just kind of leave him there to drown in that little puddle there. And the saloon itself, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good, but it all seems a little, like as soon as you walk in, everyone stares at you. And I just got robbed a little while earlier, so I'm not sure how much I trusted it. There is a lighthouse though, which is cool, but yeah, that's about it. Number 9 is Lagras, and I'm not sure why this is a city on the map. It's really small. It's a fisherman community right in the middle of the swamp. So there's already a bunch of alligators there. You got the night folk. Got a whole bunch of problems here. And it's super hot. Again, it's 5:30 in the morning. It's 86 degrees. There is that lure shop, but you only go there once for the special lures for the fish, and then come back and you do like that main mission there. But after that, not much. Then number 8, we got Tumbleweed. This is all the way at the end of the map. And this is kind of like your typical Wild West town. Like I said, it's so far away, you don't really get to there very much. You do have pretty much everything you need, and it's run by Sheriff Freeman, I think, who is pretty strict. He enforces the law, so it's not really Wild West anymore. So you got a general store, a butcher's table. Actually, that was the gunsmith, but before this is a store. It's owned by a woman, so they're a little progressive there. And there's a saloon here. Well, not doesn't seem to be much going on. It's kind of one of the more boring saloons, and it's super hot again, so that can be dangerous, especially when you're wearing clothes like this. There's a sheriff again. He kind of gets up and speaks to the people, and yeah. And this next clip is pretty accurate to what this next place is, which is Annesburg. Number 7, Annesburg. I just got attacked by the Murphys, that surround this area. As soon as you leave, you pretty much have to go through them to get there. It's kind of annoying. In Annesburg, a coal mining town. It's just really depressing. You see, you got like trains going through there and everything. You do have a gunsmith, but and again, just like Tumbleweed, it's all the way on the other end of the map. It is in a little nicer area though. I will give them that. You see, everyone kind of lives in these small little houses there, all lined up. You got these people going to work in the mines. You can see some of the things of the mines here. You know, pretty long, pretty dark. Just kind of a depressing place, really. And of course, a big part of the story happens there, right here. It's pretty memorable. And yeah, a bunch of trees chopped down. Just Annesburg, really depressing. Not much going on. Owned by those guys that are pretty ruthless. And number 6, Emerald Ranch. Again, I don't know why this one is a city either. It's just a small ranch owned by a guy, and he runs it pretty ruthless. It seems that's what they say. Ruthless capitalist, determined to become the only farm in the area. As you see, I think this is his house here. I would assume it is anyway. Um, and then you got the dog there, and there's that guy here, Seamus. He seemed really nervous. Everyone here kind of seems um, on edge. It's just, it's an interesting place. It's just a farm, though. So, yeah. Number 5, Rhodes. This is where it starts to get good, where the good cities are. Rhodes, Scarlet Meadows, right near Saint Denis, kind of like what the Deep South is supposed to be. And I think this is the second largest city by area in the game. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. It's big. It's got everything you want. It's kind of like a little different design to it too. As you see, you can find Pearson here after you complete the story, and a gunsmith, sheriff's office. Like I said, it just looks cool, but there isn't enough here really to keep me there, and especially when Saint Denis is so close to it, there really isn't that much of a reason to come over here. It does have a good saloon though, one of the coolest in the city in the game, I think. And yeah, Rhodes. It does have that cool mail station too. This is cool. I like this actually. This is probably the best one in the game. Number 4, we have Strawberry. I think this is the best looking city in the game. It is kind of in the middle of nowhere also, but I like the area more. I like exploring this area more. That's just me personally. You see they have really cool designs and such on the buildings. Got the 2 bridges there overlooking that little creek. They would say it's a tourist town, which is kind of interesting, and it looks really unique. It's probably like I think it's the coolest looking city, and there isn't that much to do, but kind of make it work. I just like coming here, even though you don't got much to do, just to look at it. Really, you got to store all the cool designs, all the people, all like the 2 bridges. Really interesting place. As you see, there's that house there where you and Mike could kill a bunch of people. So that's cool. And number 3, we have Valentine, and I forgot to do the map thing like I was doing before, but and this is a livestock town. This is a good Wild West town. Also, it's not in the desert like what Tumbleweed was. But it's cool. It's got everything you want. It's got 2 saloons actually. Only Saint Denis is more. It's not very big, but there's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of mischief to get into if you want to do that, And it's in a good location. It's kind of like a gateway to Amberino, and it's got that saloon with the mission with Hugh and Lenny, one of the best in the game. So you gotta love it. And see another saloon here. Very important city. It's like the first city that you get exposed to. So, it has a special place in your heart. In Saint Denis, I opened the map. Yeah, number 2 is Saint Denis. I opened the map for this one, but I didn't do the thing again. And easily the biggest city in the game, real life adaptation of New Orleans. One of the only really clear, like probably the most clear real life adaptation that the game took. And it's huge. A whole bunch of things going on. You got everything you could want. Really, really good city. Everything, you can always go here. You always got something to do. Always got something to do. The only problem with that thing is that sometimes there's so many people, you can hit them, then you can get wanted, then that's a whole mess, especially when you got something to do, and the trolleys can be annoying. But yeah, other than that, finally, the number 1 city, I put Blackwater. And again, I forgot the map thing again. I don't know what I was doing. But yeah, I put Blackwater, and it's kind of hard to explain. I just really like it. I like Blackwater. It's very cool. I just like the design. I like the location on the water, and it's kind of cool because like you were alluding to it the whole time throughout the campaign. Now you can finally explore it, and it lived up to it. I think it's really cool. Really good area. Just really, really nice. I can't really explain it. It's just my favorite place to go. And yeah, that's about it. This is a video. This completes it. Feel free to comment your own list if you see it. Or, you can call me a loser. Call me whatever you want. You can call me names. I don't care. I'll just be happy that you watched it, to be honest. And after that, yeah. Make sure like and subscribe. These are all your cities. You see, I'm just kind of killing people here. And yeah, that's about it. That's our little peep dive.